We are celebrating National Cheese Curd Day with special coverage in the 608 this morning. I had the chance to actually learn how to make them here locally. This year, Wisconsin is celebrating its 180th anniversary of cheese making. Yes, that means we've been making cheese since before we even became a state. This morning, I take you to a farm in Waterloo where they are known across the country for their handcrafted cheeses. So we're here at Crave Brothers Farmstead Cheese, learning about the process of going into what we enjoy here in Wisconsin. George Crave with us. Talk a little bit about this, because I think a lot of folks don't know exactly what they're eating.
Right. Well, it all starts with the milk, all starts on the farm, and we take the milk, bring it to our cheese factory. We add cultures to it that ferment out the lactose, turn into lactic acid, and makes the cheese here. And the cheddaring process is where we take the curds and we stack them to press the whey out, and it's heated to about 90 degrees, and that ferments the milk and creates the acidity that's looking for it and give us that cheddar, that fresh, squeaky flavor.
There's quite a bit of substance to one of these things.
Yeah, they weigh about 10, 15 pounds a piece. We take it, we drop it in with the curd, call it the curd mill, and it mills it out, makes it into nice cubes. These will go right from the vat and go right into bags and go right to the markets, go right to the local convenience stores, the local grocery stores, because everyone's waiting this morning for these fresh cheese curds.
So you guys are coming up on 20 years here of your operation. How much have things changed over the years for you?
Oh, a lot. Originally, 20 years ago, our goal was to use about 80% of our milk from 400 cows, and now we're using about 90% of our milk from 2,000 cows. So the business has grown. We employ about 60 people here at the cheese factory, terrific people that help us make cheese every day. Our fresh mozzarella, our mascarpone, our queso Oaxaca, and our fresh Wisconsin cheese curds. So really proud of what we do and really proud of the impact we have on rural Wisconsin. Last year during the pandemic, we never shut down. We're essential industry, and we had to keep working, and our business really even grew over the pandemic because of the people eating at home. Our retail business really expanded, and we met all the orders with a lot of work too. We'll push this down. You can see how nice and warm that is.
Oh yeah.
And it wants to stick back together again. So we push it out. We'll grab some salt. And we push the salt out on like this. And we kind of joke, we call this feeding the chickens. And then we mix it all up.
Same thing, just, yeah.
Okay, it's almost ready. Go ahead. Grab a curd. Wow. Fresh, squeaky. You can hear it squeak. The acidity, flavor, really good.
Yeah, I always wondered when I first moved to Wisconsin, the whole squeaky thing, what that actually meant, but now I know.
The squeakiness is the proteins hanging onto each other, fresh proteins, and as we bite them, we pull them apart and it squeaks. Because they're little molecules, little magnets that are grabbing each other when they're fresh. Okay?
Look at that, now I know.
Yep. The secret to cheese curds.
Well, if you'd like to learn more about Crave Brothers Farmstead Cheese, just go to the story at channel3000.com. Of course, we brought some cheese curds back for you guys. Look at all of this. If you've got one pack over there, we sent one over to Chris Reese too. But we also had a nice little bag brought to us by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin too. So we have some from Crave Brothers, we have some from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. Look at this. So the whole newsroom is going to be fed this morning.
I don't think that I've ever been so jealous of your job. Normally, we're all jealous because he's, you know, snacking constantly or drinking or doing something exciting.
Well, I was snacking in that segment.
But the cheese, learning how to make cheese, I mean, that was so cool.
That was so cool. I didn't know what went into that whole process. And then he had all of the recommendation as far as, like, you should never eat a cold cheese curd. You should stick one of these puppies in the microwave for 10 seconds. He said it'll be stringy, just perfection.
And you learned what squeaky meant. You didn't necessarily know what that meant.
I always didn't really know what that meant until I had one of these. And, like, the fresher, like, the squeakier, the better. So as soon as I was like, okay, now I know. It was like that instant, the feel against my teeth, and you could hear it. And it's like, okay, now I know what that means.
This Minnesota boy hadn't had a fresh enough cheese curd until you moved here.
I mean, does it get any better than this for National Cheese Curd Day?
It doesn't.
It really doesn't,
And
folks.
it's a Friday. Fill up, you guys. Go wild.
Yeah, be sure to, you know, check out all the local favorites. We have so many of them here in the 608, so it's just great to be able to show them off.
Really cool story, though.
It really is, yes. Remember to let me know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out either on social media or email us at inthe608@wisctv.com for a chance to be featured.